Still trying to throw the ball. On first and goal, second and goal. Panicking at third. Fourth, I'm wishing for a muff.
Welcome to the 5-on Huddle podcast with your host Isaiah, and we in the house with Coach D Lane. Excited for this podcast this week, y'all. We got free agency news, a crazy week, man. How you feeling today, D Lane?
Excited to be here. Got another episode in for you guys, and we just building this platform up, man. We are excited, just to build this up and get this content out to you guys. It was a crazy busy week this week, free agency wise, and me and Zach got a lot to talk about.
Definitely. I'm going to kick it off first with a story that broke last night. Tyreek Hill is being accused for assaulting his child, which led to a broken arm. This is huge news because we saw last year the Chiefs were literally one play away from going to the Super Bowl. Tyreek Hill is currently in negotiations for the biggest contract in history for a wide receiver. And the Chiefs just traded away Dee Ford in order to pay Tyreek Hill. I mean, How do you feel about this,
man?
Coach D-Lane?
Not to shed light, because I'm gonna get back on the sun in that situation. But the initial person I felt sorry for, man, and it's my guy, man, Big Red, man, Andy. Like, I don't know what it is. Do he got bad luck or what? Because it's like every time he tries with a player, he gets these guys, man, that have problems in their background. He always brings them onto his teams. Almost turns their life around a little because they have crazy years under Andy, and it's always something, some type of relapse with one of these type of players that he always gets. And I just feel bad for my guy because he still ain't got the ring. But to piggyback on Tyreek, I just think he definitely found himself in an unfortunate situation, man. I hope it's not true. We're different. We came up in a different era. You can get that ass whooping. You can get that belt, extension cord, whatever. But in today's day and age, man, you gotta be real sensitive with those type of things, man, for sure.
I agree with you. My thing with Hill is this isn't, for example, last year, 2 years ago, we had the incident with Adrian Peterson. I think it was 3 years ago where suspended, the whole season for giving son a whooping with less some marks. I was on AP side. I got my butt whooped. I had some marks on my butt before. I'm okay. I'm okay today. Tyreek Hill, his situation to me is completely different. He already assaulted his girlfriend while she was pregnant. I believe she fell down the stairs. That's already a red flag. So we can't act like Tyreek is just your everyday good dude role model. And then for breaking your arm, I ain't never got, whooped where my arms broke. I don't know any of my friends that got whooped where their bones are literally broke.
That's not whipped, that's beating.
Yeah, that's he did something. And I think the kid is 3 years old.
Yeah, he's young, yeah.
So what are you doing to break your 3-year-old son's, arm? What could he have done, So again,
we really hope this situation is true, man. These are allegations still being put out on the young brother, but and I'm more so. It's a sad case for him because, man, he's fumbling the bag. He hasn't gotten his bag yet. He ain't got that contract yet. And they was moving people and making money and creating cap space to give him this major contract. And I hope he didn't blow it, man. I really hope that young brother didn't blow it because he's immensely talented.
No, definitely. The speed is real. One of the most talented players we ever seen. One of the fastest players we ever seen. Again, he is accused, so I'm not going to just say, he did that. The allegations are horrendous. And the thing where you're kind of thinking, did he do it? Because he already has a record of doing this, a proven record. I really hope he didn't do this. One, for the child's sake. That's the most important person in all this. Two, for his sake, because he's going to get money to change his great-grandkids' lives, okay? He's going to get at least up there in the $40 million guaranteed range. And then thirdly, like you said, Big Red, he always takes chances on guys. They just lost Kareem Hunt. Think about it. In a span of a year, they could lose one of the top 3 running backs in the NFL, which they already did lose, and one of the top 5 receivers in the NFL, Tyreek Hill, in 1 year. On top of losing Dee Ford.
Most explosive offense that we've seen probably since the Brady 08-07 season. So that's crazy.
So, I'm going to leave it there with Tyreek, man. I really hope these allegations aren't true. I hope regarding his child, and I will say a positive note on this. There hasn't been any news about releasing him or anything of that nature yet, and that's usually a big telling. If a team releases you quick after hearing this, that means they know what's really going on. So We'll see what happens from there. So let's get into the big free agency news. I'm gonna start with Le'Veon Bell. We know this past season he sat out over contract issues. He didn't want to play for the $14.5 million franchise tag, and he ended up signing with the Jets for considerably less money. He signed a 4-year, $52 million contract. This isn't baseball or basketball. That's not guaranteed. He has $25 million guaranteed, and he has a $33 million injury guarantee. So if he breaks his leg today, he gets $33 million. If he doesn't get hurt, plays out his contract, he's guaranteed $25 million. With the Steelers, before they placed the franchise tag on him, they offered him a 4-year, $70 million contract with $33 million guaranteed. He said no, and then again lost $14 million this past season. To me, this has to be one of the biggest losses, gambling on yourself that we've seen. How do you feel about it, D-Lane?
Man, with this LB situation, man, I've been on this roller coaster ride with him because at first, out the gate, I was 100% on his side because I felt like his employer is basically publicly disrespecting the GM, his teammates, like just coming out, like especially the teammates. That's another subject for another day because I don't think you should be in a man's pockets or worried about the next man's pockets. But we'll get on that later. But I was initially on his side just because I just felt like the team didn't have his back. He was trying to get his bag or whatever. And then I had shifted to the point where I was like, I'm starting not to like some of the things he was doing as far as during the season. He in Miami partying and everything. It's like, come on, Le'Veon, your goal is to get this bag, to make this major bag. You need to be focusing on working out or whatever in the whole nine. But then I got to this point where I'm truly 50-50 on it. This is where I see it. I feel like he had to leave, but I think he lost on the standpoint of he wanted to reset the running back market, and he didn't get that accomplished. So at the end of the day, you got to say he kind of took an L with this move because he didn't get the goal.
Took an L?
He did. He for sure did. Like I said, for me, when I was telling you, I seen him having about a 3-year prime window left, and I think he was just trying to get the first 2 years like front loaded, and I felt like that 73-year contract the Steelers, they was just trying to stretch it out on him, and I think he want most of his money right now. I think he know they about to use him up these first 2-3 years of this contract, and then they gonna try to expunge him.
I don't even see why he thought he deserved top running back money. You have injury problems. You've been suspended twice. That's the thing. When you get top money, you hit all the boxes. Okay, character, no, not a problem. Injury, not a problem. Look at Khalil Mack, the highest paid player easily. Teams were willing to trade whatever for him last year because we're getting a high character, not hurt, and he performs well. You got to hit all those 3 boxes. Le'Veon Bell hit 2 out of the 3. He performs well. Injury prone. He's been hurt in college and the NFL. And, off the field issues, suspended twice. And I kind of looked at the situation as, the way they said, we don't want to look at people's pockets, but it's an entertainment business. I know how much Denzel made off his movie. The reason we noticed that, because I typed in Le'Veon Bell's contract. What's he getting paid,
I was going to ask you about the tag, though. How you felt about him missing out just on this year? Because it's almost like it's a prove-it deal with these franchises. You get it. I know it's fully guaranteed, but he's betting on it. So what if he got a serious major injury this year playing on that tag, and then next year they don't bring him back? Because he has no guaranteed money.
They won't bring him back anyways. They only franchise tag twice. So
I know. But I'm saying if he would have played on the franchise this year and got hurt, and then he would have never been able to get any type of big bag.
So think about it. If you get in the world, you get hurt, right? Let's say a fluke injury. We haven't seen any fluke injuries recently other than Ryan Shazier. The last, I'm just saying in football. Just in football, yeah. Let's think about the last 5 years. Fluke injuries where someone's career ended. Ryan Shazier. Even go back even farther, And so and if you did, you get $14 million. You have $14 million plus the money you already made.
But he's looking at I can get $30 million for the
for what? Why not? Why? Look at Earl Thomas. He got paid $13 million last year. Got hurt. Just got paid $25 million guaranteed. He played on his deal. Got everything guaranteed last year. Still got a big contract because he's a baller. Look at AB. I want a new contract. Okay, led the league in receiving touchdowns. Got traded, and the Raiders gave me a new contract.
And that's another spot where I also
you need to play on your last year.
That's another reason why I thought he did ultimately lose, because I was like, he didn't play, and I felt like if he would have played, I think the Jets lowballed them, but it was to a point where I think they was out trying to outbid themselves. I don't think they knew what the rest of the market was. 'Cause I think they could have went even lower on his ass. As far as he probably didn't even have to get I think they was being nice, like to make him come into their organization happy. Because I think that he lucky he got the 30.
I think he's extremely lucky. I mean, think about it. The Jets were the highest offer, and he tweeted this last year. I got the tweet right here.
Somebody said about that's not enough.
Someone tweeted at Le'Veon Bell, come play for the Jets, 4 years, $60 million. Bell tweeted back, that ain't enough to run with the Jets. Boy, hey,
man.
For all the people out there, if you in business and in life, do not do what Bell does. He never think you're more valuable than what you are. That's all I have to say. The only people in NFL, the most valuable position in NFL is quarterback and rushing the passer. If you're not those two positions, you're expendable.
The person that's scoring the ball and the person that's trying to stop the person from scoring the ball.
And so, I mean, Le'Veon, man, I just can't believe what he did.
What about from the Jets standpoint, Zach? Because I seen it as a solid pickup for the Jets.
Great pickup.
Because I love Gase. I think he's going to ball probably for a good year or two in Gase offense. Gase, he was doing some good things with the backs down there in Miami. He definitely knows how to coach offense. And then, but I don't think I feel like they're wasting Le'Veon's last few little prime years because I don't think Darnold's ready yet. I think he'll help them, but like to really win anything, and they're not gonna win anything anyway because you see what division they in. As long as Tom and Bill is there, it's a wrap. JP, my Jets fan out there, my brother JP, swear they got action. I'm telling him he not. As long as Tom and Bill in that division, nothing's happening over there. So, yeah, how you felt about the Jets pick?
I feel like it was a great move for the Jets. They made a lot of great moves. C.J. Mosley, Bell, they're bringing in blue-chip players. I think Sam Darnold, last year he's playing with nothing. I mean, the running backs, trash. The best receiver, Robbie Anderson, he's a good player.
I think he got hurt last year, too.
Yeah, injury-prone, but he's a good deep threat. But they added James Crowder, a couple slot guys with him. They added Assembly from the Raiders, shore up the O-line. So I think they're making good moves. I think they're going to at least be competitive next year, at least a 5 to 7 win team where be in some close games. Gase is a proven
offensive commodity.
Offensive coach and know how to draw it up. He never had a QB really with Miami. So I think this is the problem we're at right now with running backs. Pop Warner, high school, college. If you have a great running back, you're probably going to win a lot of games. NFL doesn't matter. For instance, I think Todd Gurley actually hurt the running back market with the big contract. He got a big contract. Where was he?
I don't know. At the end of the season, biggest stage of the season.
Think about this. Let's just put this in perspective. Supposed to be one of the best running backs in the league. Didn't do anything, hurt, this and that. They get some guy off the street. Shout out to C.J. Anderson from the Bay, from Vallejo. Also went to Laney.
Facts.
Doing his thing. Off the street, cheap. That's why I continue to say it. Running backs are the whores of the NFL. I can get them anytime, anywhere. It's simple. And look at the Patriots. We look at their dynasty. Do we ever talk about, what a great running back they got? Running backs.
They got some very underrated ones though throughout this dynasty run.
Underrated, but they were never.
I'm talking about real value that brought value to them
Definitely.
teams. Cause I know who I'm thinking off the rip. Falk,
yeah, but I mean
he was third down nightmare. Same thing with James White. I'm talking about
and
for
all
that dynasty
cheap.
run. Yeah, all cheap for sure.
That's what I'm saying. So he'll take 1 year guy like Blunt came in for a year. I think the best running back in this Patriot dynasty was Corey Dillon. But he got Corey Dillon on the back end of his career.
He got him on the back end of his career. Yeah.
So running backs, Barkley, I think they need to get out of their head. Your value in NFL is not the same as how it was in Pop Warner, high school, college. This is the NFL where your quarterback, your pass rushers, your O-linemen, your DBs, your receivers come before you. Now, there's great players. Zeke is great. He has a great O-line. What if Zeke was just on the Jets? We wouldn't know how great Zeke was,
But I'm saying, so that's an argument for Saquon. Saquon almost got Zeke-like numbers. He ain't got that O-line. And he catching the ball more. So he I should for sure renegotiate.
And this is what I would say if I'm the Giants owner. We won 4 games last year. Sit down. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a big running back. For me personally, as a GM, I'm as my team, I don't want my team spinning. I wouldn't have gave Gurley that. I would let Gurley walk. I would franchise. I think the Steelers show what you do with these top running backs. That's how I do it as a team builder, as a fan of a team.
Yeah, if I'm the team builder, I'm for sure use the hell out that.
And as a player,
tag.
why would I be mad? I'm guaranteed top money. So Bill franchise tag in 2 years, I get $28 million.
They just thinking of the long term thing, because at the end of the day, I'm quick curious on your position because you saying it almost like a year to year thing. Oh, he would have got that $14 million this year. But this ain't no hobby for him, Zay. This his career. I get what you're saying. You probably thinking like you can make something happen with 14 mil for sure.
So what should he have done that's better? What he did didn't work for him.
Rap, but it ain't help.
So his plan didn't work. Everyone's looking at him like, "What? You're an idiot, bro.
Yeah.
You would have 14 million plus the contract. Think about it, if you balled last year, you would have got even bigger free agency. You would have got some."
And that's why I say he hurt himself.
So it was just.
But is that a piggyback? I'm talking to OBJ trade.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for OBJ.
Yeah, go ahead, cause I got something to talk about with that.
Yeah, so let's move off the Le'Veon Bell situation. We all have our standpoints. You know, you see where I feel on it. So OBJ, big move this week by the Browns. I love the trade by the Browns. I believe John Dorsey is being aggressive. I mean, if we just look at the roster, you got Landry, you got OBJ. Baker, I believe, is going to have a big sophomore year based off what I've seen from his rookie year. You got Kareem Hunt. He got suspended for 8 games, but he's going to be a force when he comes back. The offense is loaded. And then this is the best part about all this trade. He got him for a 17th pick, a third, and Jabril Peppers. The way I look at it is, you just trade a first-round pick. A third-round pick, I believe I saw it on ESPN, that has a 20% chance of getting a Pro Bowl player with your third-round pick. You have a 20% chance of getting a Pro Bowl player with your third-round pick. Jabril Peppers, he lost his spot last year. So you're trading away as just
he came on strong towards the end of the season.
Yeah,
he'll be like another Landry.
Yeah, so to me, I just look at it. You trade a 17th pick for one of the top players in the NFL, top 3 receiver, and outside top 3 receivers, one of the top brands. You know what he's gonna do for Cleveland for the Browns? Like he's gonna.
LeBron left. Odell here now.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Cleveland, you got LeBron. Now you got Odell. One of the biggest names and brands in NFL from a business point, fan point. And what they traded for OBJ, I mean, Browns, yeah, I'll be smiling.
Man, I'm really upset with the Giants, though, man, because I like the moves from the Browns standpoint. But with the Giants, what's their plan here? That was frustrating me because a minute ago we was talking about Saquon's contract situation. Odell's due like 20-some mil or close around that ballpark for this season coming up. But for the past 3 seasons, this man, Eli, has made over 20-some mil, and he's trash. I'm sorry. He's trash at this point.
Trash sauce.
And what, because of your love affair with this man, y'all haven't got rid of him, but you just signed Odell to a major contract last offseason. Your GM comes out not even a month or 2 ago, says we didn't sign Odell to trade him. But you move that's a Ferrari in his prime. Not even in his prime yet. He's not even touching his prime. That's a Ferrari right there, OBJ. And you got this washed up, beat up ass bucket in freaking Eli, and you want to keep that on your roster and keep that on your cap hit at 20-something plus mil.
I'm on the exact same page as you, D-Lane.
And they have no QB succession plan behind them.
I've been reading all the reports. I believe someone said an anonymous NFL executive told a scout, if I had got the compensation, let alone traded OBJ as a GM of the Giants, I would not have a job. I would be fired. He said where I work now. He's a GM in the league. He said he would be fired. So I'm completely confused what the Giants are doing. This is a complete depths and fire. This is supposed to be one of the top teams and brands in the capital, in New York City. And this is just a mess. The GM needs to be fired. And
it makes the Saquon pick even worse now because it's the fact that you're about to run this guy into the ground. He's about to probably be done in a couple years. Yeah. I don't wish that on that, brother. I'm just saying, they're about to run him into the ground. You move your top target that makes Eli even look like a capable starter. Without Odell on the field, he doesn't even look like a capable starter anymore in the NFL. You move him. What are you doing here? You have nobody to back him up. You see the Saints, what they just did, they secured their succession plan. What is the succession plan behind Eli? Where is it?
I think Eli should have been done last year. I think last year they were like, oh, we ended Eli's streak last year, and so they're trying to feel bad. This isn't baseball or basketball where, D Wade has his retirement tour and they're paying him $20 million a year. Kobe got paid $24 million a year just to lose. Kobe wasn't Kobe the same anymore. In baseball, I think Derek Jeter played, way past his prime. In those sports, you'll see teams, reward their, long-term players. And football does not happen. I saw Pam Manning get cut. The Colts cut Peyton Manning. There's no, I feel bad for you. You get rewarded in the NFL by the contract. You know what? I paid you, Eli, I paid you over $140 million in your career. I rewarded you. Now it's time to go. If I'm a Giants fan, I don't know what we're doing. You could have drafted a quarterback last year with that 4th pick. If Eli's your quarterback next year, I'm speechless.
Yeah, if he's your quarterback next season, starting at the season, he needs to go.
Yeah, he should go now. He's one of the worst GMs, I believe, right now. The moves he's making,
and the owners need to be questioned too, like you said, because I feel like you don't make that move on OBJ unless you got the blessing.
The owner has to say yes.
He has to say yes.
And so someone, I look at this was the worst trades I ever seen. Last year was Khalil Mack. Like, how do you trade Khalil Mack? But at least you're like, okay, we got 2 first-round picks and a 3rd-round pick. We got an overhaul of value. You get 1 first-round pick and a third. A third is like the Raiders traded 3rd for Martavis Bryant. You send a 3rd out for a guy that you think is a starter, and
it's not even like Odell got off-field issues. Like he never been arrested. Like I would have got. You gotta give me 2 at least. That's the minimum. 2. I need 2 first-rounders. That's crazy.
But good for the Browns. They're gonna have one of the most exciting offenses.
I was gonna flip to the Browns. So I was gonna ask you, do you see them as the leader of their division this year, and are they automatic contenders? Cause I still see Pitt probably there.
This how I have a question mark for the Browns. The talent's there. They won 7 games last year. I believe they could have won 9 at Baker start at the beginning of the season.
Me too. I said the same thing.
And even if he was gone, they would have won at least 9 games last year. So last year,
I think even with Hugh there, I thought I had them going 500. Even if Hugh was there, as long as Baker started from the season.
I completely agree. So with that they had a 9-win roster last year, just talent. Adding OBJ, they traded for another pass rusher, Myles Garrett. I believe this year they have at least a 10.
Olivier Vernon. They added him. Go ahead.
I believe they at least have a 10-11 win roster as far as talent. My biggest question mark, and we talked about this, is Freddie Kitchens.
Yeah, coaching.
This is all the pressure's on you. There's no reason. Like if Freddie Kitchens does not at least win 10 games next year, this is considered a failure. Man. This is considered all-out failure. They're in win now mode. I don't think they can win the division because I think we're all bailing on the Ravens and Baltimore. And the Steelers. The Steelers still have a team. There's still a team that owns the division. So I'm not going to speak this. I kind of look at it back when the Raiders went 12-4, where, are they going to win division next year? This still has been the Chiefs division. I believe we still have to see those teams and how they perform. I believe the Ravens, they're still top. So it's going to be tough. I believe the division just got a lot tougher. I don't know if they can win.
I think the Ravens might take a step back unless Lamar keeps progressing as a passer. So I don't really see them in that top picture in the division. So my 1 and 2 is the Browns and the Steelers. But like I said, I think the Steelers might have a good season this year. More so from addition by subtraction by getting rid of AB. But the main reason why I think they still have action in the division, they got a good young D as far as their front 7. Still got to work on the back end a little bit. The O-line's still intact. They're young. They're still together. You still got Ben. But I think for them to even have a chance at winning this division, Tomlin has to regroup. He has to regroup that locker room, recommand and let them know, all right, AB's not here anymore, and just take back command of the locker room for the most part. But like I said, I see the Browns. I think I got them winning the division. The next question I had for you was contender. I don't really see the contender because, like I said, I don't believe in the coaching yet. I got to see the coaching and see how far he can take this thing. He got nothing but Ferraris lined up on offense.
I'm 100% with you. I look at this, it's a lot of pressure now. Like the first time, I would say in my lifetime, I've seen there's pressure on the Browns to win now. You have a roster. There's no excuse. You have a QB. You hit all the check marks.
I think the offense takes that step this year, and you mentioned it earlier on the defense, but I think the defense takes a step back. And I'm gonna tell you why, Zay. First of all, can you tell me who their DC is this season coming up? Because I don't know.
I know they got rid of Greg Williams,
and that's my thing.
Yeah,
I wanted Greg to come back. I don't know, probably maybe not a head coach, but he should have been back as DC. His son Blake Williams was my defense coordinator for a year when I was in college. Great man, I love the system. I love every attack pressures, everything from him, and he done a lot of stuff his dad was running. But I definitely thought the Browns should have brought him back, man.
I don't think they. I feel like once they had made Freddie Kitchens the head coach, it just
they was trying to get a new
personalities.
It's
It's a lot of ego in locker rooms, and especially in the NFL. But they hired Steve Wilkes, the Arizona's head coach.
Oh, okay, I did hear something about that. He had a defensive background before he took the Arizona job. Right?
For people who don't know,
Carolina.
Yeah, he was with Carolina. They've always had a good defense. So I think they're getting a respectable DC. I don't think he's Greg Williams level, but I think the defense will be fine next year. Like I said, I think it's all on Freddie Kitchens. Can he handle the pressure and can he win? I believe Baker Mayfield, I'm confident he's taking the next step.
Me too.
Like, he looked great last year. Composure, arm, accuracy, just rookie mistakes, but still, had the numbers to back it, and he passed the eye test.
I think he's the perfect personality to control this situation. Yeah. Like between Odell, Juice, you got Callaway in the slide, Joku, all these different persons. I think he's the perfect guy to balance all this and run this show. And they will be definitely exciting to watch this year.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Browns.
I mean, I'll be watching the Browns.
Me too.
I'm excited. So let's get into, our local teams for our 49er Raider fans out there, and let's talk about their free agency moves. We're going to start off with the Raiders. Man, the big pickup of Antonio Brown. For all the listeners, I'm a big Raider fan, along as a football fan. I love the trade. I believe we get a legit weapon for Carr coming in. And what's even better is the compensation we got for AB. We only traded a third and a fifth round pick. I mean, that's stealing. We get a top, not only the top players in the NFL, one of the top players to ever play the receiver position. I mean, his numbers are, no one has had 6 consecutive seasons of 100 catches and 1,000 yards. Like, that is ridiculous. So I'm loving that move. How do you feel about the AB pickup, D-Lane?
Let me tell you about your slick cat Chucky, man. I love Chuck, man. Chucky. He a slick boy, man. I definitely let him move because he basically flipped Amari. Basically, you moved him, got a one for him. You get 2 ones for Khalil,
yep.
And then you send that third basically from the Cowboys deal, right?
Yeah.
And you send it for AB, basically. So you basically got AB for Amari for a cheaper draft.
No, we traded our third this year.
Oh, you traded? Okay.
We got the first for Amari.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay,
yeah.
Y'all got the first back for him. Okay, but another thing I had liked that him and Mayock did that I heard, you can correct me if not on this day. So I know they needed a box office attraction going in Las Vegas, but I heard they redid his deal in a way where Pitt's automatically paying they're paying him the $21 million this year. And basically, they got AB's money on escrow. It's gonna come when all the money cash in anyway from Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, that's smart. You feel me? So I was like, Chuck, what he doing.
Yeah.
He know what he doing. I think with you guys, y'all going the right way. But I think 3 out of the first, because y'all got 4 picks in the first 2 rounds this year, right?
Yeah.
I think 3 of those damn need to be defensive players,
and
2 of them need to be studs.
Oh, I agree.
Go ahead. 2 of them need to be studs. 3. Well, go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, I think you're in the right direction, D-Lane. I mean, if you see our offensive pickups this free agency, we got Tyrell Williams, one of the top deep threats in the NFL. He's 6'4". His quick fact: his dad actually went to Oakland Tech, so he's a local.
Okay. I didn't know that.
His family is local. He said he has family in Oakland, so this is big. I love the LaMarcus Jr. pickup. They say they're gonna use him as a nickel more. I think he's a lockdown nickel. Safety's a little too small, so I'm gonna love him in that.
He was
nickel.
one of the best nickels a couple seasons ago in the league. When they had Fisher still there with the Rams. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. It moved him safety, a little out of his position, but he's back in nickel. Then we got Trent Brown. I love that pick. Derek Carr got beat up so much. You can't have all these nice little weapons out here if you can't protect your quarterback. And then I think we picked up J.J. Nelson yesterday. We don't have a fast offense. He's one. I believe he ran a 4.28, and the same combine John Ross ran the 4.22.
My question mark is the running back position, and then are y'all bringing Cook back yet, or they still don't know?
So yeah, I mean, that's the same question I have. I got written down. I love all the moves. I believe our offense is going to be straight. I have in all capitals front 7. Man, we need linebackers. Our front, we drafted 2 D tackles last year. I believe Maurice Hurst, he had 4 sacks from D tackle position as a rookie. I think he's going to take a big jump next year. But, oh, man, we need pass rushers. We need linebackers. And I put down on offense, I still need a tight end. I don't think we're going to get Cook back. His number's too high. He has a lot of interest. And we need to figure out the running back position. We locked up Jalen Richard, but we need that big.
I think y'all could
back.
probably find that in the draft somewhere.
Yeah.
Y'all bring back Warren, right, or no?
Chris Warren, yeah. I mean, I think we'll have Chris Warren, but we need that guaranteed.
So y'all got him, Richard, and Martin coming back, right? Martin not
free
coming.
agent.
I don't
think he's gonna come.
Y'all
back.
can find somebody in the draft. Y'all should find somebody.
Tight
in
end
the
in
draft.
front 7. So our first 4 picks, I believe we should go. I really want Josh Allen. He's my favorite pick in this draft. He's a do-it-all Russian linebacker. And then I really like Deion Bush. Deion Bush from Michigan, the little middle linebacker, and hopefully get one of those tight ends from Iowa. So
Go ahead, Zay.
so yeah, I think our first 4 picks need to be defense, tight end.
What I like also about the AB deal, Zay, to piggyback on AB, I think it gives John a true chance now to really evaluate DC Carr. Because I'm not sure, like, I was gonna ask you, like, do you know, as far as, like, as a fan, is this y'all guy moving forward? Because I think he's gonna use this season to really see, like, okay, AB's always open. This is a quarterback. This is a receiver that can get open. So now we can really see, what are you gonna do here, DC? I think he can really evaluate him now.
I think I agree with you because this season, I don't think we're going to be, a playoff 10-win plus team this year. I mean, unless our rookies, we're going to have a young team on defense. Our DBs are good, but there will be no excuse not to light up on offense. We might be losing games 40-45, but there's no excuse not to light it up. I think Gruden is looking at it like this. Look, when Derek Carr was healthy, had an O-line, weapons, ran the ball, we went 12-4. I believe Derek Carr is that quarterback with weapons. He dominates. He's going to have your team will win. He's clutch, so we don't have to have like, is he clutch? We don't have to worry. We know he's clutch. The question is, can you have talent around him? Now, to me, there's only maybe 2 to 3 quarterbacks in the league where you can win with nothing. Literally, Derek Carr is not that QB where he can win with nothing, and that's hard. I mean, that's once in a generation. I believe you got Russell Wilson, Andrew Luck, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady. I wouldn't even put Drew Brees in that conversation.
I'm scared to even put Tom in it, just more so because Tom's been in the system the whole career.
Tom and Drew Brees.
But I know what you're saying, though. Yeah.
I agree with Tom and Drew Brees are on that borderline of, okay, yeah, they're great QBs, but let's see them with nothing.
I think the reason why we can't kind of squeak Tom in there is because we seen him do it with nothing receivers.
Yeah, let's not disrespect Tom.
Yeah.
But we seen Russell Wilson. Look at Andrew Luck last year. Oh, my God. So, it takes a special QB to win with nothing. So Russell Wilson.
Hold on, what you mean Andrew Luck? Nothing. They had squads, eh?
Please name me their starting 3 receivers.
I can name. I don't know they starting 3, but he got Hilton. I can name you. He had Hilton. He had that boy Ryan Grant. He ain't nothing. He nothing special. I'm not saying he got no special offense, but I like Hilton and the running back. I liked it. What's his name?
They used 2 running backs.
They used Hines and Mack. I like those 2 guys.
Okay,
No big explosive offense. That's nothing major. But he got a weapon. He got a weapon or two.
I just look at.
I didn't seen worse. Is what I'm saying. I feel like I didn't seen worse situations because the O-line was nice.
I haven't seen worse situations. You make the playoffs.
You say, and you do make the playoffs?
Yeah. No, he made the playoffs last year.
They won a game.
Yeah.
With that squad, though. They won a playoff game, didn't they? Yeah, they did.
So I'm trying to
against Texans.
Yeah, against the Texans. So
and he got one of the best O-lines.
So replace who could win last year with that team other than Andrew Luck? I could replace Andrew Luck.
The only reason I said a few quarterbacks might be because, like I said, they had the best O-line, so he wasn't really getting touched. They had one of the best O-lines in the league.
They had a good O-line, yeah. But I wouldn't say. I mean, the Cowboys had
top
a great
5,
O-line.
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is like Andrew Luck and look at Russell Wilson. He's never had that top receiver. So
true.
So I look at guys who consistently win. You go to playoffs every year, and it doesn't matter who's on that team. You're gonna find a way to win 9, 10 games, get your team to playoffs. There's 2 to 3 guys in the league that could do that. So and Derek Carr is not one of them. So if you want that, I think that's kind of being greedy. We know put talent around this man, he wins. Last year he's throwing to Jordy Nelson. Coop and him never been really on the same page. You look at the last 2 years, Coop will get like 6 games with incredible stats and then disappear. He did it with the Cowboys last year. Came on Cowboys, first 5 games.
Last month of the season,
the last month he had combined 100 yards the last 4 games. So I'm confident in Carr. I believe we have his guy.
I was gonna ask you that next, Zay. How do you feel about what type of season we're gonna get out of AB this year? Because I think he's gonna ball. I think John gonna scheme up plays for him. John, number 1, usually always eats in his offense. I see him moving them around a lot as that chess piece. And I think he's just gonna have a bigger. He's turning 31.
Yeah.
So that's why I was gonna ask you. Like, how do you see, what type of year do you see him having? He's reaching that tail end of his career. I see him about 2, maybe 3, but 2 for sure elite years left.
I'll say this about AB. My question from Gruden has never been his coaching, has been him at GM. I think Maya Mayock coming here has helped that. That's why you see with these deals.
Definitely.
So my problem with Gruden is never the coaching, it's the GM. As far as coaching, I believe AB is going to have an amazing year. John Gruden makes players have their best years. Look at Jared Cook. He's about to get him paid. Best career ever with Gruden. It's no one for Carr to throw to. So I think AB is going to have a big year. As far as time left, I think the AB style, he can play a long time.
Yeah.
He has that, for instance, Julio Jones won't be able to play as long as
Too
AB.
big a physical freak is going to break down.
Exactly.
Too many injuries.
And the way AB works, take care of his body, I believe he has 3 prime years left.
Right.
And then,
That's what I'm saying, 2 or 3.
Yeah, I agree with you. 3 elite. And I believe he said he wants to play as long as Jerry Rice.
I believe he could do it.
Yeah, I believe
with the way he plays, like you said.
Around 35, he'll have those years. Okay, he has a 70 catch, 80 yard, 800, 900 yard, season. So I believe he has a lot left in the tank because of his style of play, of being a great route runner in good hands. His game isn't based off size and speed. So I believe he could play a long time. But yeah, let's move off the Raider free agency news. I'm happy with it. D-Lane made some great points about the direction they're going to. So for you Niner fans out there, you guys made some good moves as well. 49ers signed Kwan Alexander, a good linebacker coming off ACL injury. So that was kind of, he's a great player. Just got to make sure he bounced back from the injury. I think he will. I think that was a great signing. And the deal was great by him. $25 million guaranteed, all in the first year. So let's say he's not the same player. Cut him after the season. Then
you a shrewd operator, Zay, and that
I'm a
GM.
fan.
No, I know.
I'm a fan.
You a shrewd operator, man. If you was in that front office,
I
love to have you though, cause you ain't blind. You ain't
Yeah.
you ain't blind. You ain't gonna have your right lenses on. You ain't biased.
I just look at Bill Belichick. He's the best. I mean, they didn't change the trophy to the Belichick, not the Lombardi. But hey, but the best move I like about the Niners is the D Ford. Again, another deal, all front loaded up in the first 2 years.
They still got Armstead. They still got
Buckner.
Thomas, huh?
Yeah. So
front 7 gonna be nasty.
It's for you. Question for you, D-Lane. I think with that second pick NFL draft, they're going to draft Nick Bosa, and that could give them potentially the best D-line in football with Buckner, who's he's a Pro Bowl caliber player. Armstead's been
he's still shaky.
He's shaky, but we know what
I love Thomas.
Yeah, we know what D4 brings to the table, and Thomas, he's a great run defender, and they could put him in that sub package on third down. So on third down, you got Thomas, Buckner, Bosa, and Ford. Woo! Hey, Niner fans now with Quan Alexander.
I just gotta get somebody to cover somebody, and they did. I sent it to you, Jason Verrett.
Yeah,
I was watching some of his old cut ups of him. Man, when he's healthy, he was one of the better man-to-man cover guys in the league. I think people forget. I remember a couple seasons ago, I think Pro Football Focus had him like top 5. I remember him up there with Casey Hayward and them as far as and Chris Harris Jr. Like when they was having them dominant years, man-to-man coverage. Is it Everett or Verrett? Jason Verrett.
Jason Verrett.
Yeah, he was up there, man. So he can cover. He just gotta stay healthy though. That dude.
That's the big 5 games the last 3 years.
Man, that's what it been.
Yeah, that's what I saw. The 5 games the last 3 years. I mean, he's been hit with the unfortunate injury bug. I got my grandfather. He's a big Chargers fan. The way I asked him how he felt about it, he just felt like it was time for him to go. He just feels bad for him because he said he'll be a top 5 corner if he's healthy. He's 28 years old, so these things with these injuries, they add up older. And at corner, we all know corner is almost that running back type of thing. Mm-hmm. Once you lose a step, it's over. You can't lose a step at DB.
You might be able to move to safety if you're one of them ball hawks. Yeah, only the greats. Yeah, you're right.
Greats move to safety.
You got ball skills and cover the field.
I think of Jason. First of all, it's a 1-year proven deal. If he's healthy, they have a top 5 corner this year. If he's not, someone we haven't seen consistently, then it's whatever. I look at it as a win-win situation for the Niners.
While we talking Niners, are you sold on Jimmy G? Because I haven't been, and I wasn't, because I haven't seen him take that shot and stay healthy for a full season yet. Even in standing in that pocket when he was with the Pats and now with the Niners. So I haven't been sold on him. And that's why I was shocked when AB wanted to try to force his way there early on. Yeah. And that his little controversy.
I agree with you 100% on the injury. He's been hurt. He was hurt in college. He started with the Patriots when Tom was suspended, got hurt then, and came in, won 6 straight games. Like, we got our QB. This year, trying to run for the pylon, ACL. That's, again, I don't know. The Niners have the biggest what-if team, I think, in the league. Mm-hmm. I mean, if everyone's healthy on this team, they're killing it. I think it's also you have to look at is Jimmy G is, there's tape on him now of him playing. And my biggest question for the Niners headed in, who they going to throw the football to? They have Kittle. Kittle's a legit Pro Bowl top 3 tight end, and
got my boy Goodwin. He can still run.
Yeah, Goodwin.
But he not no top receiver though. Number 1 receiver.
Yeah, I just think you need a big receiver. I saw someone talking about they could get into trade discussions for AJ Green. The Bengals, they're an old school organization. I can't see them trading him. Marvin Lewis is there for
They
20.
got a new regime.
New regime, but same owner, and I believe they're
Who did get that head coaching job? Over
Zach Taylor, the QB coach from the Rams.
Okay.
Another young guy in that Sean McVay wave, but I think the Niners, with depending on how they draft, it's a big year for John Lynch and Shanahan because it's no more potential. Like, you got to at least win 8-8, 9 wins this year. It's gonna be hard to do in that division with the Seahawks and Rams. I mean, the Cardinals, they're not going to be very good next year again. So, but I think that the biggest question for me for the Niners is health. Literally, is health. If Jimmy G's healthy, they're going to win 7 or 9 games. And we haven't seen him play a full season yet, so that's the biggest question.
True.
And you got any more thoughts on the Niners free agency?
No, I'm good, Jose.
I know a lot of Niner fans were hurt by missing out on OBJ. I saw a
I
report.
thought y'all was gonna get him.
Yeah, we all thought. I mean, I was hoping the Niners, OBJ, AB in the Bay. I've been excited for that. We would have seen them.
You know what I'm still tripping over? I'm thinking it was almost like on some Madden type stuff this off season. I'm like, bro, the two of the top receivers got traded. Not traded. Did they trade?
I mean,
AB was free agents.
Let's look back.
They got traded. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Both of the top two receivers got traded in one off season. That's crazy.
I look at it.
That's some Madden type shit.
It is Madden. I kind of look at it like this. I feel like the Raiders made it kind of not cool, but okay. If we can rebuild with trading our top players. So, I was happy for the Amari Cooper trade for a first-round pick.
Y'all wasn't winning games with them guys. That's why
Amari,
John
to me,
knew that.
He's just so soft, drop issues. I was happy. I was like, Khalil Mack hurt me. I would have paid him whatever you want. I would have given him a blank check, okay? But once Khalil Mack got traded for all the compensation, I feel like a lot of teams like, you know what? I'm not scared to do this move.
Yeah.
So the last, 7 months, we've seen Amari Cooper, we've seen Mack, we've seen AB, we've seen OBJ. We've even seen smaller trades.
I seen somebody put the little Madden trade simulator in the damn They didn't even accept the Browns trade, so let's Gettleman, what is you doing? Even Madden not even accepting that damn Odell trade. That's crazy.
The question is, what Stephen A. Smith say? Stay off the weed. He on something over there.
Yeah, Gettleman on something, man.
I'm gonna end it off here, man. You say how you feel about this. I think something we could still see before the draft right now. We just got, small free agent signings, pro days coming up. I believe OTAs start right before the draft. I believe, we can see Rosen get moved soon. It's been a lot of buzz around Murray going the first pick. I can see Rosen trade to Giants or Dolphins. I'm just trying to figure out, what the Cardinals are doing. I don't really think they know what to do right now. I think it might come down to draft day, what move they'll make. How do you feel about that, D-Lane?
Rosen, I think the fact that Kingsbury and the owner for the Cardinals, the fact that they didn't go to Kyler Murray's pro day is an indication. I think they're set. I think they want him. At first, I was like, maybe it's an indication that they don't want him. I think they're set, though. So, Rosen's gone. You got to move him. The Giants, I wouldn't take him. I'm not sold on him. I didn't really like Rosen in college, so...
I was a Rosen guy out of college.
Okay,
the two things...
He reminds me almost of Golf 2.0 as far as... I just think he one of them quarterbacks. I'm not talking about his actual way he play. I'm more so like, he reminds me of one of those quarterbacks. And like you said, because most of them do, it's only a few that can win with nothing. But he reminds me of one of those players where the situation around him got to be right. Like, everything from the O-line, you got to have a couple receivers, nice running back. I just feel like he's one of those guys that got to have, like, the perfect situation.
I agree with you 100%.
And I feel like you're not an elite player, Zay. And that's from any sport. I feel like you're not an elite player if you always got to be in like a comfortable setting. Like, that's why I be getting LeBron. That's another topic, something for another day. But I'm just all about like being uncomfortable with the uncomfortable, So,
and I think that's rare. I mean, those are the greats that like literally count on your hand. We can count on our hand in all with basketball and football. Like the top players that can do everything with nothing. It's very rare. I mean, it's once in generational. I liked Rosen because things I like when I look at QB, first thing is accuracy, second thing is composure. He had accuracy, he had composure in the pocket. Now, what I believe is what really is hurting his time in NFL, what won't make him be a star, is he is one of the most unathletic QBs we've seen come. He cannot move at all. Yeah. So if he doesn't have a good, he's like the Eli man. Even Tom Brady,
it's like his feet be stuck in the turf. It's almost sometimes.
He got bricks in there. So. If you're the Cardinals, you think like, look, the way the direction of the NFL is moving, you have to be able to throw when you're not comfortable. That's simple. If they believe Rosen can do that, get Murray. I mean, I think if Murray was 6'3", I believe he'd be the top pick, and no question without it, and he do it all. So, a lot of things still to come. I mean, we got pro days coming up.
I got one last fact check for us, Zay, before we get out of here for this pod, man. It's more so for my DBs. I want to give y'all a little fact check on my man Honey Badger. And I usually tell all my DBs, you know, try to learn all the positions, try to learn the whole defense. I was one of those guys when I was on the back end. It really can help you, you know, so you can be that Swiss Army knife type player. But let's look at I got Tyran's alignment snaps from 2018 where he lined up all season. He was with the Houston Texans. Now he's with the Kansas City Chiefs. But last year for the Texans, he had 440 snaps at free safety, 199 at corner in the slot on the left, 112 at corner in the slot on the right, 123 at left outside linebacker, 39 at right outside linebacker, 31 at right inside linebacker, 27 at left inside linebacker, wide left at corner 19, wide right at corner 1, middle linebacker 2, left tackle and right D tackle a couple snaps apiece. And that was probably more so from mugging up in the A gap or something.
And that's why he's the Honey Badger.
Man, my favorite DB, man. I love that guy, dude. So for all you young DBs out there that's listening, man, hit that film, man. Get in your playbook and really try to learn all the positions, man. So you can be useful to the coaches, so you will never have to come off that field, man.
Definitely, I love that snippet. It shows that how versatile he is and why he's called the Honey Badger. He does it all. Thank you for those stats. I mean, I like that. That's gonna wrap us up for this week with the 510 Huddle podcast. We're available on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, SoundCloud. Don't forget to follow me and Coach D Lane on Twitter. My Twitter is Isaiah Walters, ISIH Walters. Coach D Lane, follow him on his Twitter. And I also want to give a shout out to our sound engineer John and our cameraman Nguyen. I appreciate all the hard work, and stay tuned with us. Thank you.
Still went for it. It's time to change the club.